What's going on, everybody? It's been a while. I wanted to make a video to update everybody on the status of the truck and show you where I'm at. So currently, as you can see, both axles are on, both wheels are on. The front axle is complete minus the locking hubs being put in there. The motor is in place, just needs to be bolted down. I'm replacing the water pump, and then I got to bolt the turbo, the manifold, everything back onto the engine. So the front end is pretty much done. Everything's bolted. And then in the rear, I got the air tank mounted. That's been mounted, but the back end is now put on. The shock mounts line up, the shock absorbers are on. So basically the rear end is almost complete minus the air locking differential. That's where I'm stuck at because I accidentally pinched the copper line between the bearing and the bearing carrier, or not carrier, the bearing cap. And what's important to note is you actually do have to shave down the carrier cap or the bearing cap a little bit in order to get this all to fit. I'll actually show you guys real quick. I'll pull it out. But what I mean is that the copper line that comes off of the air locking diff would be right here, and it loops around over here. And when I was bolting this down, I was trying to hold it and bolt it down at the same time, and unfortunately I wasn't paying attention. Awesome. But that is the carrier cap. Now you have to shave it right, not on the bearing's face of the surface, just on the edge where that kind of like shoulder is right there. You just basically round it out so that way there's just a little bit of clearance. Excuse me. That way your copper line doesn't get completely crunched, but my mistake. But I'm hung up on that. I'm gonna repair it. I just gotta figure out a way to braze the copper line. But beyond that, you can see the calipers are in, they fit. I got the whole rear bearings and emergency brakes all reinstalled. Everything fit and everything's perfect in the back now. So realistically, I'm on the home stretch. I definitely want to take my time on making sure everything mechanical that's behind the turbo and stuff is functioning properly, such as like the high pressure oil pump. I want to make sure everything's happy with that, because once I start bolting all that stuff back on, some of this stuff is an absolute nightmare to get to in these trucks. So yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully in the next couple videos you'll start seeing the truck actually complete. Tonight's project is I'm going to come over here and finish cleaning up the wiring harness and the fuel rail, just get all the dust off of it and whatnot, and tomorrow I'll put that back in, and yeah, stop on back, see what happens. What do you guys think? I think it's a little bit too tall.